What if I told you Samsung's next flagship might finally fix three of the biggest complaints people still have with premium phones: charging speed, display quality, and camera performance, all in one go? That's exactly what's shaping up with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. And if even half of these leaks turn out to be true, this might be the first Galaxy upgrade in years that genuinely feels worth it. Let's start with the one upgrade that could instantly change how you use your phone every single day: charging speed. Samsung has been pretty conservative here for a while. The Galaxy S25 Ultra tops out at 45W wired charging. Not bad, but nowhere near what some rivals offer. Now, multiple leaks are pointing to a jump to 60W fast charging on the S26 Ultra. It's not the most extreme number in the industry, but it's a meaningful leap for Samsung and could mean noticeably shorter charging times. And that kind of speed isn't just about convenience. It changes how you use your phone. It means you don't have to plan your day around charging. You can plug in while you shower or get ready, and boom, you're good to go. If Samsung delivers on this, it'll be one of those upgrades you feel every single day. But charging is just one part of the story. Another rumor that's been getting a lot of attention, and one that I think could have an even bigger impact on how the phone feels, is the new OLED display Samsung is reportedly planning for the S26 Ultra. And this isn't just a minor spec bump. The new panel is said to use M14 OLED technology, which is more efficient, brighter, and longer lasting than what we have now. In other words, you'll get a screen that looks even better outdoors, drains less battery, and stays vibrant for years. That's a triple win. But Samsung isn't stopping there. They're also rumored to include color filter on encapsulation, COE tech. It's a fancy term, but here's what it means. By integrating the color filter directly into the OLED's protective layer, Samsung can make the display brighter and thinner. This matters more than it sounds. Your display is the part of the phone you interact with constantly, for reading, gaming, watching videos, editing photos, everything. A brighter, more efficient screen doesn't just look prettier, it also makes the entire phone feel faster and more premium. Combine that with better battery efficiency and potentially slimmer bezels, and we might be looking at one of the best phone displays ever made. Now let's talk cameras, because no flagship phone conversation is complete without them. At first glance, the Galaxy S26 Ultra might seem like it's not changing much here. The megapixel counts are expected to stay the same as the S25 Ultra, but look a little deeper and the rumored upgrades are more meaningful than they sound. The main 200 megapixel sensor is said to be getting a wider f1.4 aperture compared to f1.7. And that's not just the small tweak, it could mean up to 47% more light intake, which is massive. More light means better detail, more accurate colors, and much stronger low-light performance. If you've ever been frustrated with grainy night shots or dull indoor photos, this change could make a noticeable difference. The telephoto cameras are also expected to get smarter. The 3-zoom camera could jump from 10 megapixels to 12 megapixels, which doesn't sound like much, but that's a 20% increase in resolution. And the 5x telephoto lens is rumored to get a wider f2.9 aperture instead of f3.4, boosting light intake by about 38%. The result? Sharper zoom shots, better detail, and improved performance in mixed lighting. Put all these small improvements together, and you're looking at a camera system that's faster, more reliable, and better equipped to handle tricky conditions without needing huge hardware changes. It's a smart, focused evolution rather than a flashy spec chase. Of course, there are a few things that might divide fans. One big rumor is that the S26 Ultra could come with a redesigned look, possibly with rounder edges and a new camera bump. Personally, I'm not sold on the leaked design so far. I actually prefer the cleaner, more minimalist look of the S25 Ultra. But at the end of the day, design is something most people adapt to pretty quickly. And if the performance and features are as good as they sound, it's a trade-off I think a lot of people would be willing to make. All of this paints a pretty clear picture. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might not reinvent the smartphone, but it seems like Samsung is focusing on 3 areas that really matter in day-to-day use: charging you don't have to think about, a display that looks and feels next-gen, and camera improvements that actually improve your pictures, not just the spec sheet. If these rumors pan out, the S26 Ultra won't just be another yearly refresh. It could be the most well-rounded Galaxy Ultra we've seen in a long time. The kind of upgrade that doesn't just tempt power users, but convinces regular users to finally make the jump. And if you've been holding on to an older Galaxy, this might be the one that makes upgrading in 2026 feel like a no-brainer. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.